Here's a fun one that I've had my eye on for a while. This is a Toy Biz X-Men Pocket Comics Asteroid M playset. 3D battle action scenes. Authentic, reproduced comic book cover art. Includes 2 figures with twist, waist, action, and collector card. An action adventure playset in your pocket. Comic book thrills in the palm of your hand. A lot of words on the front of this packaging. But basically, first of all, let's just look at how big this card is compared to this. I mean, they probably could have just like, dude, you know, or even like that. But they went big. So basically, it's a little playset that looks like the cover of X-Men #1. You got Magneto and Beast, and there's some things in there that can kind of play and fight or whatever. They made 4 different ones, and they all kind of like hook together. So there's the jet hangar, a danger room, and a spy mission. So another one with Magneto. There's Wolverine, Sabretooth, Wolverine, and Omega Red. And I think that one had Cyclops in it. So, you know, this one shoots things. There's a plane, you know, blah, 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 blah. So this one, it says Magneto's private torture world, Asteroid M. From his flip-down catwalk, he drops the Beast into a 2-part working neon chamber, then hauls him back up on the magnetic skyhook. So we're going to get into this. Again, this is Toy Biz 1994. I don't think I ever owned one of these as a kid. I remember seeing them at Toys R Us and places like that. I don't know. I just didn't. I never grabbed one, and I found this recently for a pretty good deal, and so I couldn't pass it up, and I'm happy now to have this and open it in front of you. So I will stop talking here for a second so we can listen to the beautiful sound of this being freed from its prison in which it's been enslaved for 26 years. Kind of a clean rip right there. So a few things here. There's instructions which we'll set aside. And then there's this, well, let's just take this whole thing out. So there's a card that's like taped and kind of stuck in there. Let's get that tape off. There we go. So it's just the front of this. Like exactly the front of that. The sticker's starting to peel off. And a little bit about X-Men #1, which if you don't know, if you're a comic book fan, you probably know, and especially if you're a comic book fan back then, it sold a bajillion copies. They had like 6 different covers. They had like kind of the gatefold cover with like all the covers together and then individual ones and yada, yada, yada. So basically it was like a new era of X-Men, I guess. And Jim Lee did it, and obviously he was huge and all that kind of stuff. So that's sort of what that's the Magneto cover. All right, so here we have the Asteroid M, and so I guess this is the catwalk it mentioned, and there's like a little pulley system with a magnet. You see here is a chamber with there's actually an X in there, and I think this opens up. I think the idea is that like Beast is supposed to go inside there. So there's some instructions here that I actually ripped into 3 pieces. I didn't realize there was instructions behind the figures, so we're gonna, because there's some do's and don'ts here. Symbol lid support as shown to the side with holes. Oh, so that's what this is. So this is like a support thing. It says do lift lid and bend hinge. Align hooks on lid with holes on base. Press together with thumb and forefinger in 2 places, A and B. Don't. Do not try to snap together playset as shown below. So there's a way to do it, a way not to do it. So we have the base and the lid. And this snaps in here. So what you're not supposed to do, like these hooks in there, you don't do that. It actually says, press here. So this goes here and here, which is actually kind of cool because my first reaction, you probably noticed this when I opened it, is that it didn't stand very well. Like, it was kind of floppy, so I didn't know how we were going to have fun playing with this. So lift, lid, and bend hinge. Okay, so we did that. Align hooks on lid with holes on base. Okay, we've done that. Press together with thumb and forefinger in 2 places. All right, give me 1 second. Tell me if you can figure all this out. It's a little confusing. I don't want to break it. There are do's and don'ts. So if I broke my new toy, I'd be very upset. And I think I'm doing what it says not to do. Do not try to snap together playset as shown below. And then you have to push these in. Interesting. I think the issue is all right, I think I got it. I didn't know there was like some assembly required. If I'd known that, I might have, I don't know what I would have done. All right, we're just going to leave it like that for now because I don't want to waste too much time. Okay. So here's an instruction sheet. Oh, here's the instructions even better. Press firmly to lock in tabs with both hands. Assemble lid support as shown to the side with holes. Press here. All right, so let's try that again. All right, I think I did it right that time. I think what it's saying is you don't want to like slide them and lock them down. It's supposed to like press in together. I don't know, but we got it. And who, I wish I would have known there was instructions here rather than all that. So, so we have an X here. Use X connector to join 2 sets together. So I guess that's when you have another one, you kind of use this to connect them. So we don't really need that. So here we have Magneto. Remember, he has the twist waist action, which is nice. Beast, who also has twist waist action. Ah, our thing's falling. Dang it. I thought I had it right. There we go. I think I got it now. I heard it snap. Let's get these guys in there. Good. No. Stay. All right. We gotta hurry. Okay, so there's this little like stand thing, a console chair, and you see it's like springy. It's got a little peg for Magneto's foot. Yeah, he doesn't really fit in there too good. Because his cape is kind of in the way. All right. Even with his twist waist action, he's like, it feels like it's going to break. Okay, so he goes there. So we have this. This is the isolation chamber, containment chamber. And so Beast goes inside of this. Like this. All right. So there's Beast. He's inside the containment chamber. So then I guess the idea is that this magnet thing can pick this up. And why? I don't know. Like, that's what it's supposed to do. So, oh, I see. There's a magnet in there, too. So it picks them up and, I don't know, throws them? I don't know. I don't really know, like, the story behind, like, I need some kind of motivation. So, so there's that. That sits in there. And actually, I think what might be interesting, so, yeah, it feels like those are, like, the same magnet because it doesn't want to stick in there. So I think that's kind of the idea, is that it's, like, floating, which is kind of cool. So that should mean, then, that this can hook onto that, which I don't know why you'd want it to do that. So yeah, so Magneto's like, ha ha ha, Beast, I have you in this containment chamber. And I have my magnetic crane that's getting all twisted around. So you pull that up, boom, kaboom. There's also a foot peg up here, so he could, like, I guess the idea is that he's using his power of magnetism to torture Beast. And yeah, so a little wonky. I mean, it's a little goofy to try to get it to stick. You know, it's kind of cool. I wish I had the Danger Room one. That one looks a little bit more fun because there's missile launchers and it's Wolverine versus Sabretooth. But this one's okay, I guess. I mean, it's kind of neat that it, you know, you fit it all together in there and carry it around. But just, I think the execution of it's a little bit, leaves a little bit to be desired. It's definitely no, you know, no offense to Toy Biz. They made some awesome stuff, but they are no Galoob, who made some really good Micro Machine type things. So, so he goes in there. That can go right there. This goes back in here. And then the idea is that it all should close together very nicely, which doesn't seem to be happening. So let's see. Oop. Yeah, something. Oh, something's snagging, and it feels like it's going to break. Which I don't want to break it. I just got it. I paid $5 whole. All right, so there you have it. Kind of, sort of, kind of fun, but again, kind of a, and you know, again, the execution isn't too great. But you know, if you're an X-Men fan, especially this era, you want to get it. You want to get them all four together, put them together. Might be kind of cool, but I don't know. You know, it's a little wonky, but you know, probably more for a completist, I would guess. But so thanks for watching. Glad you're with me here to enjoy this and open it up. And you know, as always, I encourage you to open your toys and play with them.